I've listed there 4 challenges that you'll encounter as far as technology is concerned and as you leverage on technology. One is content overload. I know the moment I said Gutenberg has 70,000 ebooks, you are thinking, wait a minute, where do I begin? Already you are feeling overwhelmed even before you go to that website. And that is why the analytics and the artificial intelligence becomes helpful, because then you don't have to think of the 70,000, you need to think of what's of interest to you. And by the way, when you log in there and they know what interest, if you possibly type in something on prayer, chances are they'll only give you all the books that are available there on prayer. So you can basically be able to see what is the area of interest. Of course, maintaining ethical standards, I've talked about that. It's quite a challenge. And when we think about this, especially for content overload, we have to think of curating and promoting quality over quantity. I've seen so many others who are interested to be counted to say, I have 20 books, I have 50 books. But do those books make any value to anyone? I've seen others who have only 1 book, but the impact it has had is amazing. I mean, somebody asked me yesterday, how many books have you written? And I said, I've not kept account. I know there are over 10, but there are some of those books that have not done well. And I must be able to start and say, maybe I didn't possibly think about who my audience was. But there are some of those books that have significantly surprised me. And some of them translated into a couple of languages. Did I go out on the plan to translate them? The answer is no. Somebody discovered that content, realized it was great, and they said, can we have this book, can we translate it? And by the grace of God, it has gone to places that are never intended. So think about quality rather than quantity. When we talk about quality, look at the quality of publishing, the editorial, the whole process. I tell people this every time I speak to an audience about books. I say, good books is a combination of 2 things. For those who didn't like mathematics, I say it's a formula, but you don't have to worry about formula. It's a simple formula. That a good book must, first of all, it starts with good content. So you must write good content. It must be attractive to the target audience that you are. But the second element of a good book is that it must be well curated. And curation here, I'm talking about 2 types of curation. The editorial part, making sure that that message is communicated well, but also the design and layout. That is attractive, that I want to pull that book from the shelf. I can tell you as you walk around those tables there are some books that will just attract you. Even if you didn't want to stop there, you'll be attracted to stop and see what's in this book. Why? Because the cover design is looking good and attractive. Now, I've been disappointed sometimes where I've seen great covers only to realize that the content is nothing that what I was expecting. But it's 2 elements, good content and good packaging. You must think of inclusivity and diversity, and thinking about technological advancement and how you are able to adapt